Voodoo originated in West Africa and has since spread to various parts of the world, particularly in Haiti and the African diaspora. It is a complex and diverse system of beliefs and rituals that combines elements of African traditional religions, animism, and influences from Christianity. Voodoo is centered around the worship of spirits or deities known as loas or lwas. These spirits are believed to have the power to influence human affairs and can be invoked through ceremonies and rituals. Voodoo practitioners seek to establish a connection with the loas to seek their guidance, protection, and assistance in various aspects of life, including health, relationships, and prosperity. Central to African voodoo is the belief in a spiritual world that coexists with the physical world, and that spirits can interact with humans in both positive and negative ways. Voodoo rituals often involve drumming, dancing, singing, and the use of symbolic objects such as dolls, charms, and potions. These rituals are performed by priests and priestesses, known as houngans and mambos, who act as intermediaries between the human and spirit realms. It's important to note that African voodoo is a diverse and dynamic belief system with regional variations and individual interpretations. Its practices and rituals can vary significantly depending on the specific cultural context and the preferences of the practitioners. Voodoo, like any other religious or spiritual practice, is not inherently good or bad. It is a belief system and cultural tradition that can be used for positive or negative purposes, depending on how individuals choose to interpret and practice it. It is important to recognize that the perception of voodoo as good or bad often stems from cultural biases, stereotypes, and misunderstandings. Negative portrayals of voodoo in popular culture, particularly in movies and literature, have contributed to the misconception that it is associated with black magic, curses, and harmful practices. However, these portrayals are largely sensationalized and do not accurately represent the diverse practices and beliefs within voodoo. Voodoo, as practiced by the majority of its followers, is primarily a spiritual and community-oriented tradition that provides guidance, healing, and support. It can promote personal growth, social cohesion, and a connection with the divine. Many practitioners of voodoo view it as a positive force in their lives, providing them with a sense of identity, purpose, and cultural heritage. However, as with any belief system, there may be individuals who misuse or misinterpret voodoo for personal gain or to cause harm. Just as some individuals may use any religious or spiritual practice in negative ways, a small minority of individuals may attempt to manipulate or exploit voodoo for harmful purposes. These instances should not be seen as representative of voodoo as a whole. Ultimately, it is important to approach the topic of voodoo with an open mind and to recognize that its morality or ethical nature depends on how it is practiced and the intentions of its practitioners. It is always advisable to learn about voodoo from reliable and knowledgeable sources, such as practitioners, scholars, or reputable texts, to gain a more accurate understanding of its beliefs and practices. Tell us what you think in the comments section. Please subscribe. See you on the next one.